Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Stellaris, where our mycelium domination plans for the entire galaxy are they're going okay, I'd say. So we've expanded down to Blob. We've got Tianjuno and Uruz, where our quantum catapult is currently being excavated. Not massively quickly, but it is nevertheless being excavated. Unfortunately, we have a damn breakaway faction called the Church of Light right in our midst. So we're just reinforcing our fleet down here and we'll be pursuing them shortly. Let's just catch up with what we've got going on. So we finished our construction down here, so our construction ship is heading down to Epsilon Eridani, where we'll be able to claim it, and then there's two different places to excavate in there. So that's going to be kind of handy. Tempted to get another science ship actually, so we can keep pushing out into the stars. And we have reinforcements for this fleet coming in slowly but surely.
Survey complete.
Right, had I given you other tasks yet? Yeah, you're heading back over this. So that is not in a direct line. That is slightly out of plane. So you're busy. That's good. And our fleet is getting reinforced all the time. 351 power. Time to send them in. Going up against this 303, they should be okay. We might. Actually, we could wait for one more. Let's wait for one more. We'll just get right next to the warp point to Medgar. Ooh, we have an archaeological site breakthrough at the quantum catapult, no less. While our expedition keeps sifting through the data to decode the megastructure's plans, they found another excerpt of what looks like religious text from the personal files of the quantum architect. I spoke the truth and my people answered with chaos. Each of us labours in our own fog of thoughts and emotions. We tentatively reach out to others, yet so many of us are alone. Our gods crafted the world from darkness, we are told, and we were allegedly the centre of their creation. Because I dared to dream of worlds beyond, I was told my vision was a lie. Who among us, others asked, could confirm these dreams? How can we believe, they said, what we cannot prove? And in response, I led those who had listened to my laboratory. The brightest minds could perceive a reflection of what I experienced, other worlds beyond this veil of night. The darkest minds crafted others' responses, formed new arguments, clutched deadly weapons. Dangerous minds sang song that our world would be in turmoil, for we were no longer the favoured spawn of the gods. Yet I knew the truth. Creation's illumination was a vast tapestry. Contemplating the majesty of the cosmos, I was swept away in tides of rapture, losing my identity. That's giving us more engineering research, and we are pushing on to the next bit. Gluck is doing quite well at that. And our new governor has gained a level, which is great because the last one was corrupt. Okay, we can adopt another tradition. So last time we got the science division. This time I think we'll push up the survey speed, because that is going to be vital. And on that note, our fleet is ready to push in here. We'll do that, but I am going to get another science ship so we can survey faster and effectively further, because we'll be able to see more of the galaxy before we get cut off from it by the other factions. Right, time to prove yourself. Let's bring you in and see how this Church of Light
enemy fleet
copes against the majesty of the Xorpus Starfleet. Let's have it at its slowest. It's another one of these super early space battles. They are definitely suffering. So are we, actually. Some stuff is going straight through
Survey complete.
to our hull. But if we can just get at least one of them knocked out, it'll make the whole thing a lot easier. Come on, there we go. One of theirs is gone. Is it going to be another corvette that goes next, or are we going to take out that entire battleship? I don't think we've lost anything yet on our side, but we do have some very damaged ships. Come on, finish taking that battleship out. It's so close to being gone. There we go. And now it's just tidying up. We are going to need to repair after this, though. The cultist fleet operating in the Medgar system has been destroyed in battle. Okay. So, you guys need to go and repair. New science ship. Oh, actually, no. This is the old science ships from Epsilon Eridani. Come and research this. You can't quite build a star. In fact, let's buy the metals that we need. So get the starbase going there, and then afterwards we'll come and claim Medgar, and then this entire section of the universe is ours and locked up. Other than that gateway, but that's a problem for another time. So from that we have a timed project, which is going to be the debris. We'll obviously get to that as soon as we can. This is our new science ship. How much unity are we going to need? 200 to get ourselves another leader. And I think Medgar is going to be our first colony. It's not exactly using the quantum catapult to spread our spores across the entire galaxy, but it's a start. At least it will be. Alright. Jorpus Starfleet is repairing.
Construction complete.
Okay, come across to here. In fact, you don't need to do that yet. Get the research stations. Then come across, because we need the alloys anyway. Actually, let's have a look at Cambodia and see what we've got. We're still lacking some amenities. Our population has gone up nicely. There's 4 available jobs. The crime is down significantly, and there's no unemployment. We've got 6 available housing, so this is going quite nicely. I would like to get another mining district and industrial district. So we're going to need to get ourselves some more minerals. Perfect. The fleet is repaired. So, where was the final place that it wanted us to check for this Church of Light? Yarak. I don't think we've found Yarak yet. We could go scouting. Ah, no, it's got to be science ships that find this. I hope it's not somewhere really hard to get to. Like, if it's just over here, that'd be terrible. For the moment, the fleet can stay where it is.
Debris analyzed.
And we get more specialised combat computer progress, more physics research, and more engineering research. Lovely. You can come here, and do we want to do message in a bottle, or do we want to do hole in the ground? I think we'll start with message in a bottle. Get that excavated. And then move on from there. We almost
Anomaly detected.
have enough unity to get ourselves another scientist. Okay, so Wook, while surveying Dundanum 4, has found a weak signal. By chance, we stumbled upon a faint alien signal during the survey of the planet. The source appears to be a small object in orbit. The signal contains no message. Could it be a distress transponder? Well, I don't know. Scratch your mushroom head and see what you think. Give it some research. Always worth taking the time out for these
Technology
things.
discovered.
Yay! Improved Corvette hulls. A little late for our fight, but that's fine. We're going to push on, and we could get coil guns. We could start, yeah, making things just generally tougher. It's going to take 26 months. Nice and quick. Also, our administrative AI is on the way. Right, do you need retrofitting, or do you just get the hull? You just get the hull points. That's great. Massive hulls. I would station these guys further towards the front, but without knowing precisely which direction we're going, it's just good. Actually, it's not going to take us that many resources. Ooh, that signal thing was actually a mummified pilot. The mummified remains of a single individual being belonging to a previously unknown mammalian species has been found drifting in high orbit. The being is dressed in what appears to be a flight suit, complete with a helmet, and may be a fighter pilot that ejected in some ancient battle only to be forgotten and left behind. Our study of the corpse has provided some interesting data. And that gives us some society research. Let's send the fleet over. Because whether they're going up here or
complete.
down here, that's the right place for them to be. We can get ourselves a new starbase outpost over here. And actually, speaking of starbase outposts, it could be worth us considering upgrading either this one with the quantum catapult or the one in the PLOV system with the gateway, just as a guardian thing. We don't have to do it right now, but it's definitely worth us bearing it in mind. Okay, I have missed hiring the new leader, so let's get that. Don't like any of these, but we'll take the young one. And we could send them out to excavate over here, but I think it'll be better if we start surveying nearby places. And from that we can decide which direction we're going to be expanding. We're getting pretty close to having a breakthrough.
Complete.
Okay, you're done with Dundanum. Let's have you survey over here. And after that, we'll bring you round this way. If that is Yarek, just turn straight around and come back. Barklow.
Technology discovered.
Hey, there is our administrative AI. So, colony development speed up would be a good thing to get done, because we're about to start massively expanding.
Construction
for volume,
complete.
so that's not what I thought it was going to be. Get the mining stations here, and then I guess we'll take Jurgel next. Let's get it queued up, ready. Our little empire is coming along quite nicely. And actually, we can get our expansion planner. And let's get ourselves a colony ship. We need 200 consumer goods. So we'll just buy those. Let's sell all the... Did I just sell too much food? Yes, I did. That's no problem. We'll wait a tiny bit. Because we'll get the food back in no time. Very nearly there. It's 80% perfect habitability for us, so we'll be well suited to it, and we can get ourselves a Gaia Seeder and work towards improving it. Speaking of the Gaia Seeders, what do we need to actually do the upgrades? So it's going to cost us 20 energy upkeep and one of the gases. So we're going to need either to be constructing gases or mining them. Over at the Quantum Catapult, as above, so below. My visions of the heavens brought me joy, but down below I found someone who brought me the same liberation of happiness. I fell in love with another scientist, a visionary who spoke of other ways to seek the stars I had sensed in my reveries. We did little more than share a vision. We pledged ourselves as partners for life, and as our work progressed, we stayed up later each night. My partner dreamed designs for starships, etching crude solar-powered spacecraft on their wax design board. I tinkered with circuitry, straining to unify my mind with infinity. The further I ventured, the more my rapture grew. Such bliss, the ecstasy of endless eternity. Alright, we are getting close to the end on that one. Oh, 3 more food and we can get our colony ship out. That'll do. Expansion planner. Medgar, you are going to become our new home. And we'll call you Spore Spawn 1. So that colony ship is going to be produced and automatically head across and colonize it. We could take the desert world, but it'll be a lot of effort for something that we could potentially do later. Yeah, it looks like we have another candidate over in the Barkler system.
Anomaly detected.
Ooh, we found some life signs. Well done, Wook. We detected life signs coming from somewhere beneath the barren and lifeless surface of the planet. What manner of organism could possibly live there? Yeah, go ahead and research that. So Wook has been gaining levels and is now level 3. So this has dropped from 6 years to just 3 years. Obviously, we want to gain as much experience as possible before heading across. But it's worth spending the time on other things and then coming back to them. That's what I mean to say. All our science ships busy excavating and exploring. Okay, we have something from the message in the bottle. This is in the Epsilon Eridani system. The deck plating appears to be metal, but most surfaces are covered with carved wood, in contrast to the glass-like substance on viewports and data screens. Powering up the ship's computers, we found a data file with an old-fashioned seafarer song. According to our archaeologist, the melody was once known as a sea shanty, or space shanty. We're attempting to transcribe the lyrics. That is intriguing. We get some minor artifacts for that. So the minor artifacts whereabouts is it that we see them? Is it society management? There we go, in the relics. So the minor artifacts we can sell for money. We can boost our ethics attractions. We can set up a museum exhibition for a small amount. It's not terrible. Or we can discover an insight into one of the precursors. I think it's worth saving up for these. I don't know what these ones are, but we need Arcane Deciphering. Yeah, we need Arcane Deciphering Society research for those, which is going to be a way away. We are now a little bit low on energy credits, so we might want to think about bringing that back in. That being said, we are going to be making money all the time with our other productions. Right, that routine life sign, the silicon life forms. Some kind of burrowing silicon-based life form inhabits a vast network of tunnels beneath the barren surface of Favalion 2. As best as we can tell, the creature feeds off the rock, and there's evidence to suggest that they possess a rudimentary form of intelligence. Their tunneling efforts have shuffled large amounts of valuable minerals to the surface. Well, that's handy to find out about.
Technology discovered.
Okay. Ground defense planning has been done. We're not really doing soldier jobs, but every now and then we might need to, and being able to boost our naval capacity with that is going to be good. So, what are we going to move on to? We could get a little bit more food. We could improve our population growth. I like that, actually. I think that's going to be beneficial, and it's only 2,000, so it's going to be done relatively quickly. Excuse me.
Survey complete.
The Barcalo system is done, so we're going to be moving on up here. Where, oh where is that? Damn Church of Light. It's not on Zosma. Okay, you can move across to Barcalo. Barcalo is currently the front point on our empire. So what are we spending on? The ships, the stations, the star bases, the buildings, the districts, and the population. Okay. It would be beneficial to claim this just for the extra trade value, I think.
Construction complete.
Get the mining stations. And we could consider setting
Anomaly
up some
detected.
kind of trade base. Hey, Wook has found another anomaly in Favalion. Impressive structures litter Favalion's 7's surface, practically begging for some archaeological work. Well, take the time, get it done. It's only 100, so it should be relatively quick. And then we'll consider coming back for this one on the way through to somewhere else.
Establishing colony.
Yay! The first Vul colony. Our fungal growth has succeeded. So our colony ship has gently touched down on the snowfields of Spore Spawn 1 in a deep valley near the equator. The landing site nestled with a large mountain chain and is well protected from the elements. The ship has been permanently converted into the administrative headquarters of the new settlement, and its reactor core is in the process of being removed so it can serve as the power source. This gives us engineering research. It is a great day for us as a society. So this is going to take a while for the colonization to actually happen. Can fit a lot of industrial districts in there. Okay, so we've got two things. We've got the archaeological site, which we'll check in just a moment. And we have the Favalion. Let's just zoom back in. Favalion anomaly. So Favalion 7 is uninhabited, and indeed uninhabitable, but not unvisited. Its surface is littered with tall centaurs, carved for some mineral not native to the planet. evidently placed here by some artistically inclined spacefaring race. The monolith's flowing lines deftly chart a history so fantastical it must surely be fictional. Surely. There's a lot of things that are giving us engineering research at the moment. Which is great because, I mean, if that gave us 1,000, it's moved us significantly closer to having it completed. Right, the message in the bottle. Immediately after we completed the restoration and reactivation of the data files, a thrumming musical cadence surged through the ship, accompanied by the auto-tuned voices of ancient mariners. Transcription follows. Come, all ye young spacefarers, listen to me. I'll sing you a song of our fish from the sea. It's windy weather, boys, stormy weather, boys. When the wind blows, they're all together, boys. Blow ye winds fringeward, hey, blow ye winds blow. Out to the galaxy, steady she goes. Up come the solar winds, taking us far, all through the space lanes and out to the stars. And it's windy weather, boys, stormy weather, boys. When the wind blows, they're all together, boys. Blow your winds fringeward, hey, blow your winds blow. Out to the galaxy, steady she goes. I mean, this seems to be like some kind of old, not quite pirate ship, but certainly stellar. I mean, the fact that it's wood and glass and metal, it's almost sounding steampunk-esque. Anyway, we'll see what we carry on excavating from it.
Anomaly detected.
Okay. So we have another hard anomaly. Not quite as hard as the other one, but this is way too hard for Duke Law to actually get through and pick up. So we'll leave it for
Survey
now and come
complete.
back to it. Pavilion is done. Okay. Come and do the anomaly there. And then come and do the anomaly there. And then survey over here. 15 minerals in Dondanum. We're definitely going to claim that. Encounter in Barcalow. We've made first contact with mysterious aliens in the Barcalow system, but now we've codenamed them Teth Menace until we can find out more about them. They possess a language, we should decipher it so we can assess how much of a threat they pose. So we have made first contact with an unknown entity. News of alien ships humming through the ether has reached Thembolia, in many ways ending the first chapter in the book of the Galactic Rule League Speed for a Stellar Empire. This is worrying indeed. That does look kind of menacing. Okay, so let's have a look at first contact. We need to assign an envoy to learn about this. We do have 2 envoys available, so Goba, you can try and figure out what the hell is going on here. $50 days until we can try and figure things out. In the meantime, I'm gonna save our resources just in case we need to. I'm really glad actually we've got our fleet here. Maybe we should reinforce it. Don't attack them yet. We don't know anything about them. They're surveying. It's a science ship.
Technology discovered.
Okay, we've got coil guns. Great. Research is speeding along quite nicely. If we push for ceramo metallic armor, this is gonna move us further into better ships, and I think that is the right move. Go get upgraded, and then come back.
Construction complete.
Okay, we have the Yergel system secured. Let's get Dondanum. How's this coming? 25 days until we can do something with that. I really want to know where our other system is. The, where is it? The Yarak system. Okay. It seems we are not a unified fungoidal species anymore. A new faction has recently been gaining traction in the internal political landscape of the Galactic Vul League. Led by scientist Wook, they call themselves the Patriotic Vanguard. The members have been pushing hard for us to assert our military dominance over the rest of the galaxy. A disgruntled faction would be a source of trouble, but one that approves the government could prove useful. Okay, we've also got the Unity movement led by Archon Dukshnook, and Citizens for Freedom Committee led by scientist Gluck. Let's have a look at these and see what they like. Okay, they want a benevolent subjugation policy. We can do that. These two want oppressive subjugation policy. Fine. In that case, I'm happy with the split that we have. I think that's as good as it's going to get. Over at the Quantum Catapult, we have, from the personal files of the Quantum Architect partner of the Cosmic Shipwright. My partner was patient and I was reckless. My beloved had science and logic and I had my psychic reveries. Longer and longer into the night, I vainly attempted to cast my consciousness into the void. I neglected sleep, I neglected food, I neglected my beloved. As we pursued our dreams, venturing into the cosmos, a gulf grew between us. My beloved found words for our phenomenon, quantum entanglement. My body was here, but my mind was eons away, desperately seeking ecstasy and communion with eternity. My partner told me other words, but I would not listen. My love, they said, come back to me, but I could only hear echoes of the stars. Soon the time will come to test my partner's solar starship. I volunteered to sit at the controls as I sit at the helm of its first test flight. I would dream of a course to distant shores, my mind here and my body there. My beloved has grown quiet, but I will gift them with infinity, blazing a trail to eternity. I will offer them the dreams of 1,000 worlds. Very nearly there. Very nearly. I want to find out how this thing works. So you're on your way to hit this anomaly, which is, yeah, it's going to be 600 days, but in the grand scheme of things, that's not too long. How is this going? We've got 3 insights at the moment. So there's still 2 more insights needed before we can do anything with that. We do have a new tradition available though. Pushing for leader experience gain seems like a good option. Flat increasing research station output though also seems. In fact, we'll go down here. No, we'll get the research station output. We don't have many research stations, but we do have some, and over time, that 20% will make a difference.
Survey complete.
Okay, you're done with Zosma. Survey here first. And then there. Get all those mining stations going. We've got more volatile motes, which is awesome. That's 2 lots of volatile motes we've got within our territory. You guys are still
Ships
upgrading.
upgraded.
Oh, perfect timing. You've just finished. Okay, get back to the front. We'll try and figure out precisely where that Yarrick system is. I'm hoping it's here. It might be like round here, tucked away, but that'd be annoying. Okay, first contact. Our linguists are becoming increasingly frustrated at our failure to provide them with sufficient material to make progress on decoding the language used by the Teth Menace. Seems these particular aliens are doing their utmost to prevent their signals from being heard by the wrong sensory. Hi, Faye. Okay, so that drops our insight levels down, but we've still got a chance of a breakthrough. They're clearly trying to obfuscate the language as much as we are.
Evading hostiles.
Yeah, right. Okay. There's the Yarrick system. Oh, we can totally take them out. In that case, let's survey that system instead. That's going to be a much safer option. We've also found an archaeological dig site over in Yarrick, so that's going to tie up our scientists for just a little bit longer. Look at that, we have positive money coming in, thanks to Yogel and Don Allen. We are going to obliterate them. I'm not going to run it slowly. Let's
Log updated.
bang. Gone. We've defeated the cultist forces encountered so far, but these engagements have raised a number of alarming questions. The Church of Light has been deploying more ships than they could possibly have built in secrecy. And now they pitted a large warship of an unknown design against us? Where are these ships coming from? Are there more warships like the ones we just destroyed? We should investigate the battle debris for answers. Okay, so this has created a special project over here. Do you guys need repairing? You do. Let's send you for upgrade. That'll also work for repairing. Do the research projects over here. Then survey the system afterwards. Okay, back to the message in the bottle. As we explored the ship, further attempts to power it up and recover its data files unlocked more stanzas of the ancient space shanty. The ship's holographic display vibrantly projects images of sailors and spacefarers singing and dancing in accompaniment. Up comes the great dragon in search of our home, through space to a place that's beneath waves of foam. And it's windy weather, boys, stormy weather, boys, when the wind blows. There we're all together, boys. Blow, you winds Fringewood, hey, blow, you winds blow. Out to the galaxy, steady she goes. Up comes the Tianki, king of the deep space, racing our ships in a hyperspace chase. And then the chorus, up comes Leviathan, tentacles grasp, choking our ship as we shiver and gasp. And then the chorus repeats. This is worrying. This is very worrying. We're mushrooms. We are not dragon slayers. We also have a first contact event for the Teth Menace. Following the sighting of an unidentified spacecraft in the Barclay system, all forces in the vicinity have been ordered to assume a heightened state of readiness as per standard protocol. Intelligence is still analysing what little data we have on the bogey, but it appears capable of hyperspace travel. Offensive capabilities remain unknown. As this likely represents our first contact with a new alien civilization, we should take steps to decipher their communication. Wherever they are, we seem to have misplaced them, so we can't nab them. That's a shame. I wish they were still here, or at least have moved into our territory, but that's fine. Keep at it, and we'll see what we can do. I could have waited until we found them again, but I think this is better this way. Let's sell all that food before it really piles up. We've got a lot of money running spare. Let's see what we could potentially do with it. Yeah, let's clear a blocker, because that's relatively cheap and that just gives us another population. Still got 5 jobs. Low on amenities, so we'll get 1 trade district in place. Sorry, 1 city district, which will help out with trade. Yeah. So most of these need city districts for us to progress. The planetary administration, I don't think, can be upgraded further. All right, let's leave it at that for the moment. Sell a few consumer goods. All gone very quiet. We've got a lot of minerals.
Special project complete.
Okay, so the cultists. After sifting through the debris left by the strange cultist warship, we destroyed. Our scientists believe and may have divined the source of the ships that the Church of the Light has been throwing at us. Fragments from a log file mention some kind of abandoned alien shipyard discovered by cultist ships fleeing Thembor. They've been using the automated shipyard to reinforce their numbers, and now they're even producing new ships from alien templates. Yeah, that shipyard must be destroyed. So, has that given us the Warradon system? I don't think we've found the Warradon system. So, we're going to have to obviously push on and find it.
Technology discovered.
Okay, Ceramo metallic armor has been unlocked. Let's go for geothermal fracking. It's a relatively quick one for us to pick up. It's amazing how the difference in our research goes, because we get engineering research from so many different things. If I go to Tembolia itself, we're producing 38 because of the industrial districts. And that in itself is a grand thing. I really want our engineering to be top-notch. Especially if we're going to understand
Debris
this
analyzed.
quantum catapult. So we've got a bit more research into the specialized combat computers. We've got some more physics research and a little bit more engineering research. The last mining station is done up here. Come and claim Favalian. Cool. The fleet has been repaired. They may as well stay over here for the moment, because it doesn't take long to travel back to the front lines. How is the anomaly going? It's very nearly there. Investigating.
Ships upgraded.
Odin 3PO. Brilliant. Ah! I take it back. Actually, we need need to be upgraded. So the FGX Urgal Glupta finds a disturbing tangle of technology hidden in a deep crater on the asteroid's surface. Evidently, someone has, with rather simple means, managed to stabilise a one-way wormhole. And Science Officer Wook quickly asserts the asteroid is the exit point. The other end opens up somewhere in uncharted space, some light years away from a black hole, and small quantities of dark matter are leaking, being siphoned through the wormhole. Whoever set this up seems to have abandoned the operation. Dark matter! That's very cool. Yeah, I want you to actually go off to this anomaly, I think. It is going to take a while. $960 days. That'll be fine. So, with the research that we did into the anomaly, we've discovered dark matter on Odin 3PO. The exotic substance has many properties that seemingly defy natural laws. While we don't yet possess the means to extract it, we should consider establishing control so that we can in the future.
Founded.
Yay! Our first colony is ready for us to start poking around with. So the very first thing we're going to want is going to be Gaia Seeders. They are expensive, but luckily we have options. We need a planetary administration, and in order to upgrade that, we need 10 population. So it's got to be 10 population before we can even get to that point. In the meantime, let's queue up a city district, and that'll help with a bit of population growth. It's a shame we can't go back and grab this fleet. But you gotta do what you gotta do. You guys still upgrading, yeah. But you'll be done very quickly.
Ships upgraded.
Alright, now you can come back to the front line. Right, so the archaeological event was from the Quantum Catapult. From the personal files of the Cosmic Shipwright, Widow of the Quantum Architect. Our first starship vanished a year ago. We still don't know precisely what happened. My partner, the Quantum Architect, has left behind a legacy and a mystery. As far as we can derive, my love finally became one with the cosmos. Sitting at the controls aboard our test flight, they merged with infinity. Overwhelmed by a rapturous psychic contemplation of the heavens, our test ship never returned. Now I labour with my own crude tools, left to reforge my work and my life form from the wreckage. More of my solar starships have begun their journeys into the great night. I've begun to work on better engines, prototypes that can propel our vessels through hyperspace. And on some nights, I dream of a technology that can leap for the stars, like the mind and soul of my lost partner, launching us into the unknown. As I reach for the light, I refuse to succumb to the darkness. I sit in my love's laboratory, just as I am now, reading their journals and writing my own, and sometimes, when all is darkest, I attempt to cast my own mind across the cosmos. Infinity beckons. One more thing for us to find, and it will be ours. I think probably we'll be wanting to launch science ships out. Let's push for leader experience gain now on this. Pushing science ships out means we'll be able to survey, and then we can potentially use the quantum catapults to, well, catapult construction ships out, and then build colonies and all kinds of things like that.
Construction complete.
Speaking of building colonies, let's get you going on these two to start off with. How is the population assembly coming over here? Okay, we've got immigration, and we have the tiniest little bit of actual assembly. That's not actually too slow, all things considered. The message in a bottle. Right. Our archaeologists have unearthed a stash of potent potables. Were the sailors consuming these foul liquids? We will not ingest these strange liquids. Our exploration of the ship is already sufficiently intoxicating. Up come the lithoids, all hewn from their stone. These boulders are bolder when they're not alone. Up come the necroids, all fearsome and great. You can't kill them, mateys, they'll reanimate. Up come the swarms of robots, get ready to run. Fight 1, 10, a dozen. 1101. Yeah, we want more lyrics. This ship is actually really interesting. The message in a bottle is not what I expected it would be. So we've got 9 insights. 30% chance
Technology discovered.
There is a breakthrough, right. Our attempts to learn more about the Teth Menace have so far been in vain. While we were easily able to ascertain they clearly form part of a technologically advanced civilization, further facts have proven elusive, as they seem to be going to considerable effort to prevent us intercepting their signals. We've therefore only managed to intercept small fragments of their language. However, from the glimpses we've gleaned, our linguists are confident that they'll be able to decipher the communication, if we can just acquire a greater sample size. A proposal has been drawn up for more aggressive information gathering. Some may call it hacking, but they'll surely not take kindly to it should they detect it. Yeah. The dangers of ignorance are greater. Hack the world. So they are hostile to us. Who the hell are they? Population growth speed up. That's great. Perfect timing. Let's... Yeah. Off-world trading company. So I did talk about harvesting the trade value over here, for instance. And there'll be other places that we'll want to do that. This would allow us to really push for trade as a whole. Or we can get rid of the blockers right now. Let's go for climate control network, because that might lead to terraforming of a kind. Ooh, they have more coming this way. Just checking, are you surveying? Yes, you are. How is this coming along? 29%, so it's still got a long way to go, unfortunately.
Construction complete.
Right, finish building your mining stations up there, and then once you're done, come build a starbase outfit down here, and we'll have this as our front line. We can turn Trijam into a very, very solid defensive point, should we need to.
Survey complete.
Alright, seeing as you're done surveying, you can't excavate the site. come down and do this one. And then maybe this one. We need to find that alien shipyard.
Technology discovered.
Next up, minerals for miners up. Perfect. Let's go next for correct cost and build speed. We could go for mining station output increase. That's not going to be bad. Yeah, we'll go for 0G refineries. I was hoping for something that would move us forwards militarily. 8 months until we get the next one of these. But what can you do? Thambolia has a building space because we've finished off that city district. So what do we push for? Do we go for more commercial zones? Get more trade? More trade and more amenities. That'll improve happiness as well. Yeah. Actually, we could have hollow theatres, and the justification for that is we've got a surplus of consumer goods. We'll get Unity and a hell of a lot of amenities. Let's get them going. Unable to build a mining oh, because I spent all the things. Build the mining station now, and then come down here and do that. Alright, well with that, that's going to be a good point for us to finish off. Why is this coloured yellow? I suppose because we've got those... In fact, no, there's... Why is it coloured yellow? We'll have to figure that out another time. I'm sure there's a very good reason for it. Either way, we are out of time for today. So thank you very much for coming along. I do hope you have enjoyed this. As always, if you have, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for some more Stellaris. See you soon.